Last week we met Solomon in our exploration of God's great purpose for the world. He was one of Israel's kings, known for his wisdom. And it was during Solomon's reign that 3 wisdom books in the Bible were written, which we'll delve into in these next 3 weeks. The first is Song of Solomon, and materials on it can be found at goldhill.org/SOS. Details for the whole series can be found at goldhill.org/GGP. Song of Solomon isn't the easiest book in the Bible to approach. It's a medley of songs and poems all about the love between 2 lovers. We see snapshots of their relationship, and it jumps back and forth, capturing their hearts during courtship, marriage, engagement, falling in love. The language of Song of Solomon is passionate, descriptive, excited, and rousing. So why is it not the easiest book to approach? It's because a lot of it is about something we're often very squeamish talking about: sex. Song of Solomon celebrates things like physical attraction and sexual intimacy and activity. Sometimes it's very explicit. It doesn't hold back. At times it's very racy stuff. And it's very honest about the yearnings people have for sexual fulfillment, and speaks of the joy, relief and satisfaction when that fulfillment is found. But sex isn't the easiest thing to talk about. It can be something of a taboo, especially in our churches. We can view it as something to be warned about, something impure. That's led people in the past to say this book couldn't possibly be talking about actual romance, actual love between people, actual sexual activity. It must be a picture, almost a parable of something deeper, something spiritual. So it becomes purely a picture of God's passion for his people, or of Christ's love for his church. But that just doesn't do justice to the book. On the flip side then, others see it as totally unspiritual. It's just talking about romance and sex. It has nothing to say to our spiritualities. It's much more of a how-to guide or a picture of a perfect relationship, and nothing more than that. I want to suggest that neither of these extremes is right. Song of Solomon takes its place in the Bible and has things to say to each of us. And it points me to this important truth: there is a deep relationship between my spirituality and my sexuality. They each pour into the other, affect the other, shape the other. I, like everyone else, have sexual brokenness, longings, unfulfilled expectations, experiences of both joy and pain. I need to be restored in every area of my life. But sex and intimacy isn't something to be feared. Sex is God's idea, and it's something to be celebrated. Now that itself is not easy for a lot of us who don't feel that fulfillment in our lives for whatever reason. But whether married, single, divorced, widowed, content in our sexual identity or not, Song of Solomon has something to say to each of us. Something about our own journey of sexuality and restoration, about the God of passionate love in whose image we're made, about how we relate to ourselves, to others, and to him. I'd love to join with you this week as we delve into this book together. So join us online or in person on Sunday as we explore this sometimes neglected book and this often neglected topic.